Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to a brand new video. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be, as you might have guessed, an Exante review video. I just thought, seeing as I've been doing the diet for 6 months now, and a lot of you are so intrigued in my journey and interested in what I've been doing, I thought I would do a review and let you know what I think of Exante. So as a lot of you might know, I am an ambassador for Exante. However, everything that I'm going to say in this video is all my own opinions. I've not been asked to do this video. I just want to tell you my personal experience and how I've sort of found Exante. So yeah, all my opinions are my own. And of course, if you enjoy this video, please hit that big thumbs up button. And any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. Or you can message me on Instagram, which is louwinter. So yeah, but at the end of this video, I am going to talk about my personal weight loss. So what I was before and what I am now, which I've never sort of spoken about before. It's something I've always been too embarrassed to say, but I was like, you know what, why not, let's get it out there now. So yeah, at the end of this video you'll see what weight I was when I started, what weight I am now, and I'll pop some pictures in there as well, some before and some after pictures, so you get the full experience of what I've gone through and what my journey's been like. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So I first started Exante 6 months ago, back in May. So the main reason that I started Exante is because, so we've gone into lockdown at the end of March, and then sort of the end of March and the whole of April, I ate like you wouldn't believe. It was the start of lockdown, nobody really knew what was going on, and I just ate and ate and ate loads of unhealthy food. You know, I was at home 24/7, so I was just eating and eating and eating basically. So got to sort of the end of April and I was like, gosh, right, you know, pull yourself together. If you carry on eating like this throughout lockdown, then by the end of it you're just going to be so unhappy in yourself. And yeah, so I was just looking around at different diets and things like that. I was just sort of planning on just sticking to healthy eating and just trying to eat healthily at home, but it works to an extent. But then I don't know, I just got unmotivated and I just like, oh, you know, this bit of chocolate won't harm me, or this, and then before I know it I'm just back to eating bad again. So I was like, right, I need something that I can actually stick to, and that is an actual plan to help me keep going. So I was just going through Instagram one day, and then someone that I follow who is like a big influencer, he's on TV, he's a TV reality star, he was doing the Exante diet, and I was like, oh, you know, if he is advertising it and, you know, showing it off, then maybe it's worth looking into. So I looked into it, I did all the research, I read sort of how to do it, what you can allow yourself to have. Obviously I looked at the products because the products are a huge thing, you know, if I didn't like the look of the products then I wasn't going to do it. But I thought all the products looked fab. So yeah, I was just thought, you know what, why not? The guy who I actually like saw it from had a discount code, so I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to get money off anyway, so, and it's not that expensive. I personally think it's pretty affordable, so I was like, right, I'll use the discount code, I'll get some products and I'll see what I think. So I did that, and literally my first order was one of the 2-week box plans that they do, and it came the next day, which was already like, damn, this has come the next day, that's pretty good. So I looked through it, some of the products I was a little bit unsure of, some of them sounded amazing, so I was like, right, let's do it. So I did a video actually way back, I'll link it, of me doing the first day of Exante, and you'll see my mixed opinions on some of the products. Some of them I love, some of them I'm not very keen on, I won't lie. But yeah, so I'll link that and you can watch that video if you're interested to see my first day of Exante. But yeah, so it just sort of went from there. I really liked doing the plan because it was something that I knew I needed to stick to. So because I did the 800 calorie plan, I knew that I had to stick to 800 calories a day, and because it was sort of like right, I've paid for this diet, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna stick to it, and I stuck to it really well. So yeah, going on to the products, so I'd say that 95% of the products are so tasty and delicious. I absolutely love pretty much every single sweet item they do. So for example, like the sweet shakes or the sweet bars, sweeter flavours really, the pancakes, things like that. I love all of that stuff. The only stuff I struggle with is the savoury side of it. The soups, some people love the soups, but I personally, I'm just not a massive fan. I'm not really a soup person anyway, so that's probably why. I love the soups made into other things, so the actual flavour is good. It's just a texture thing. The other thing that I noticed is the tastes are really like sort of realistic, if you know what I mean. So for example, they do like a carrot cake bar, they do a banana bread bar, and you'd honestly think you were eating that. You wouldn't know that it was like a diet version. Also the shakes, so they do like latte shakes, coconut latte shakes and things like that, and honestly they taste like coffee. You know, like a lot of sort of shakes and things like that are coffee flavoured are really sort of horrible and artificial. These taste good, like the real thing. So that was like a big thing for me, is that I really do enjoy the flavours. I then find it really easy to stick to the diet because I find myself looking forward to the next meal because I really enjoy the flavours. And then on the subject of products, I can't even explain to you the huge range of products that they have. It is pretty incredible. So it's not like one of those diets where they just have like a shake diet. They have shakes, they have bars, they have soups, they have like actual meals like carbonara and spaghetti bolognese and stuff like that, Indian curry, and then they also do those meals like but in pot versions, so a little bit like this, in pots, so that if you're like on the go or you haven't got any space to eat anything, you can literally just put some hot water in here, like a pot noodle, but better. So you've also got the burst energy drinks, so these come like this in a little sachet. All you do is mix them with some water like this and you just get like a little energy drink. They also do syrups, so I've got some maple syrup downstairs, I've got some raspberry syrup downstairs. They do different breakfast items, so the cinnamon porridge, they do apple and cinnamon porridge as well, I think. And they do these little like choco puffs, which are like cocoa puffs. Is that what they're called? Cocoa puff? Cocoa puffs. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, they do cocoa puffs. They do pancakes, so maple syrup pancakes. I've got a limited edition blueberry pancake downstairs. They do banana pancakes, they do lemon pancakes, and then they do desserts as well. So we've got the gooey chocolate pudding, apple crumble and custard. You could even class like these as desserts if you wanted like a double chocolate cookie. Just so much. So the range of bars is absolutely huge. It is incredible. So my favourites, I've got the salted caramel, there's a birthday cake bar which is amazing, there's double chocolate, like I said before, carrot cake, white chocolate and raspberry, chocolate orange, the cookies, so double chocolate cookies, white chocolate and raspberry cookies, flapjack, they do a flapjack, maple and pecan flapjack, which is insane. And then they also do these snacks, so these, so they are peanut caramel like little balls. So they do these, and they also do the chocolate version, which are like Maltesers. So these are really good to snack on, they're just like tiny little balls. But yeah, for the huge range of items that they do, you honestly cannot fault them. Like, I truly believe there's something on there for everyone. Like, if you don't like one thing, you'll definitely like another. Like, there's honestly just so much you can choose from, and I love it. They also do, actually, like a fajita kit, like a healthy fajita kit, and then a like pizza mix, like a pizza base kit, which is incredible. Another thing that I love about Exante is how convenient it is. So I work in a pub, so I'm there pretty much my whole life at that pub. Because I work on the bar, I never get a chance to sit down and eat, I never get a chance to take a break. So these products are honestly life-saving. So for example, I will just, before work, I'll just grab a handful. So I'll grab, let's say, a bar, one of them, and one of these. Let's say I'm doing like an 8 to 10 hour shift. I'll get there in the morning and I'll have a bar that'll keep me going, and then I'll have an energy drink just to keep me going throughout the day, one of the best. And then a little bit later for lunch, I'll have like a cookie, for example. And because I can just sort of put them to the side and just nibble on them as and when, it is so convenient for me. Because then I can just have a quick nibble whenever I need. I don't need to like make a meal, I can just eat quickly there and then. And I'm not even kidding, getting me through a shift. These energy burst drinks honestly get me through. I love them. But because the packets are so small, so for example, if I wanted to take a shake out and about with me, like look at how convenient that is just to slip in your bag. Then all you need to do is just grab your Exante shaker, put 200 ml of water in there, or even take it empty and then put water in it wherever you're going, and then just add this when you're there. But this doesn't take up much room at all in your bag. So if you need a shake on the go, then they're just so convenient. So the next thing I found about Exante is that it's really easy to follow. I do get a lot of questions asking me what products I have and how I follow it. I think it is sort of a personal thing, like you do what suits you. But me, for example, so because I was doing the 800 calorie, I would have a product for breakfast, a product for lunch, then I'd have a 200 calorie tea or dinner, and then I'd have a product sort of a little bit later in the evening as like a snack. The most common way that I do it is I have a 200 calorie product for breakfast, so let's say a bar for breakfast, and I'll have one for lunch, so that's a product for breakfast, a product for lunch, and then I find it easy to have like a 400 calorie meal. I just feel like 400 calorie meals just suit me a little bit better. If you're unsure on what meals you can have, then if you go onto your email, when you do an order, you'll get like a little book emailed through. If you look through that, it tells you the sort of foods that they suggest you have. It's a lot of like green veg and chicken and fish and stuff like that, which I find fine. I'm more than happy to have like chicken and veg or fish and veg for tea. And I feel like 400 calories is quite a lot to have if you're just having like chicken and veg. So yeah, I tend to do product in the morning, product for lunch, 400 calorie tea, and then I'm sorted. If you're doing the 1200 calorie diet, then obviously you can alter that a little bit and have a product for breakfast, product for lunch, and then you could have like a bigger, more substantial meal for dinner. It is completely up to you how you want to do it. Yeah, I just think they're really easy to follow, and because the products are all, so like the bars, the shakes, the breakfast, stuff like that, they're all based around 200 calories, so it makes it really easy to calorie count, because you know that every sort of packet you're eating is going to be 200 calories, so you can base your meal off that. I, a lot of the time, will make the packets into like muffins or something, which I need to add an egg, but I know that because my packet is 200 calories, I know that I just need to add the egg on into my calorie count. So yeah, I think they're really simple and easy to follow. So something that a lot of people do when they're doing the Exante diet is make the products into something else. Now this is the most incredible way of mixing things up a little bit. So I know that I don't always want to have a shake for dinner or have a shake for lunch, because it does get boring and it is hard to stick to it if you are getting bored and you don't just want to drink. So there's so many different things you can do. I will link my Exante tips and tricks video in this video, and basically that just shows you the different things you can do with the shakes. And for example, you can make the shakes into muffins, you can make them into pancakes, you can make the soups into breads. There's endless amount of things you can do, but yeah, there's so much flexibility with the products that you can do. So for example, the other day I received the gingerbread, the new Christmas edition gingerbread shakes, and I made them into little muffins. So I had little gingerbread muffins, which I just had with a coffee for my breakfast. So yeah, making a shake into a little muffin just makes it more of a meal. It makes it a bit more substantial, a bit more enjoyable. So let's talk cost. Now, I completely understand that a lot of people won't want to spend money on meal replacements for a diet because you don't fully know if you're going to like it and you don't fully know if you're going to stick to it. Now, I am 100% one of those people who is quite bad at sticking to things, so I was really sort of, you know, do I really want to spend my money on this if I'm not going to use it? Now, like I said before, personally, I think it's quite affordable. I don't think they're unreasonably priced. I mean, the big box plans are really good to start off with if you are not sure if you're going to enjoy it or not, because you get such a mix in there. Box plans are good value for money. I now personally buy everything individually because I know what I like and what I don't like. But still, I just think it's really reasonably priced, and you know, compared to other stuff that's out there, I think it's really good value for money and you do get your money's worth. But also another amazing thing about Exante is that they always have deals on. So guarantee if you go look at the website now, there'll be something like 30% off shakes, or I don't know, 10% off, I don't know, something. They always have some sort of deal on, and if they don't, you can use the code EXANTELOU to get yourself 35% off your order. But yeah, they always seem to have something on, which is really helpful. I think a couple of months ago they did like 50 shakes for so much, or 90 shakes for something. Yeah, but they always have some sort of discount code on. So yeah, okay, so now I'm just gonna sort of talk about the couple of things that I will just warn you about with Exante. So 98% Exante, I love the other percentage. There is just some things that you do need to sort of think about before you do it. Now obviously the Exante diet are meal replacements. You know, they're there to help you lose weight, and you need to think to yourself, like, these are meal replacements. Like, yes, they sound delicious, like the thought of apple crumble sounds delicious, but remember, they are meal replacements, so they are powder. Like all of these across here, the pancakes, the gooey chocolate puddings, the apple crumble, it's powder. So please remember that it's not gonna be the same. I don't know, it's not gonna be the right texture from what you think. The images that they put on the website obviously look delicious, but they have to make them look nice, otherwise no one would want to buy them, if you know what I mean. A lot of people have sort of said to me like, oh, the images on the website look different to how I've made it, and it's like, well yeah, because the images online have to look nice, otherwise no one's gonna want to buy them. So yeah, please remember they are meal replacements, and they are gonna be a weird texture, and I have found that, and I have struggled with it, especially with the savoury side of things. I think the sweet side I can get over because I just love the taste of all the sweet things. But yeah, the savoury, like the soups and the shepherd's pie and the spaghetti bolognese, they are strange because they're all made from powder, and obviously it's gonna feel weird in your mouth. Then yeah, some of the flavours I don't like some of the flavours, like the carbonara I don't like, the spaghetti bolognese I can sort of do, but only a little bit. And there are going to be things you don't like, and that's just life. That's how it is. And yes, I am very positive about most of Exante because I genuinely love most of Exante, but there are just a couple of things that I don't enjoy, and I'll happily tell people that, you know, it's a personal thing. Some people might love it, some people might hate it. That's how it is. So I've personally found Exante a really enjoyable experience. I think it's been a really nice way for me to lose the weight that I've needed to lose. I find myself getting really excited about new products, and like when I order something new I'm like, oh my god, Tom, try this, like I love it. And yeah, there's so much stuff on there that I'm just so excited to try, and it's been a really good way for me to lose the weight I've needed to lose. Now that I have lost the majority of what I wanted to lose, I am being a little bit more flexible with it now, and you know, I am sort of going back to eating normal food, but then eating Exante sometimes. So I guess I'm sort of doing the 5-2 diet, where I'm eating normally 5 times a week, and then 2 days a week I'm doing Exante. But then some weeks I'll go a full week of Exante, some weeks I'll go 3 days of Exante and the rest normal. You know, I am sort of switching between now because I've lost the majority of weight that I wanted to lose, which I guess is the idea, that you lose the weight you want to lose, and then to maintain you sort of flick between doing the diet and not doing the diet. So that seems to be working well for me at the moment. So now we're going to get into the personal weight loss stuff. Now I'm so nervous to talk about this because I've never spoken about it before on camera. So at the start of this year, January 2020, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, January 2020, I weighed 16 stone and 2 pounds. I'll insert some pictures of what I was like. I'm a little bit ashamed that I let myself get to that size. I didn't realise at the time that I was so big, and looking back, I honestly don't remember thinking like, oh my god, you know. Now, by no means am I saying that that's a bad weight. Like, if you're that weight, good for you, girl. Like, honestly, if you're happy like that, then that's absolutely fine. Like, if you enjoy being that weight, great. You know, I've got nothing against that. Just me personally, it wasn't good for me. I look back and I'm embarrassed at what I looked like. Again, this is completely personal to me, so if you're heavier than that, or if you know, don't. This is just my personal journey. Like, everyone's different. Everyone feels differently about stuff, and honestly, don't like get offended or whatever. Like, this is just what I feel. Anyway, I wasn't comfortable wearing like a top tucked into my jeans because I was really conscious of like my stomach, and really conscious of stuff like that. And yeah, I just knew it was time for a change. So I started off healthy eating, I lost some weight just doing healthy eating, but I got to a stage where I wasn't really losing anymore. I just sort of hit a wall. And that's when I started to eat really badly in April. And then when I started this in May, I found that I lost weight really quickly. So I think, I can't really remember 100%, but I think I lost 7 pounds in the first week of doing Exante, which is incredible. For me to lose 7 pounds in a week, I was just like, I was over the moon. And that really sort of spurred me on to then carry on and losing more. So then from doing Exante, a few months passed, blah 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 blah, and then where we are now, I am a huge 3 stone lighter, meaning that I now weigh 13 stone and 2 pounds. So I'm over the moon. I'm so happy. My goal is about 12 stone, so like 12 stone at most. But I'm never gonna be, I know that I'm never gonna be like skinny. Not like made to be skinny, if that makes sense. Like I'm a big build, I'm 5'10", like I'm not made to be skinny. Yeah, if I can get down to 12, then I'll be super happy. But yeah, so I want to set some pictures here of like before and after so you can see the difference. I have been doing exercise as well alongside. Obviously exercise helps a huge amount alongside. I think with Exante you can just do it, just the diet, and don't need exercise, but obviously exercise will speed up that journey and yeah, get you a better result. So yeah, so basically to end this video, what I will say is if you are looking to lose weight and you're serious about losing weight and you know that you like meal replacements, then I would 100% recommend Exante, because it has helped me lose 3 stone, and honestly I couldn't be more grateful. I am so happy with my results, and yeah, my overall opinion of Exante is that it's amazing, and for me to be lucky enough to work with them is just a dream. So yeah, like I said at the start, these were all my complete own opinions. You know, just because I'm an ambassador does not change my opinion on them at all. So if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, and I will hopefully be seeing you in the next one. Remember, you can use the code EXANTELOU to get yourself 35% off your Exante order. I will leave the link and the code in my description box. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!